Alright, let's talk about pentatonic scales today. So, pentatonic, penta comes from Greek 5. This scale is easy because it only has 5 notes. In A minor, you've got 5th fret A on the low E string, the A note, which is the first root note, C, which is the minor 3rd, D, which is the 4th, E, which is the 5th, G, which is the 7th, and finally back to A, the root note first. Alright, very easy scale. A lot of people know it across the strings as such. Right, so once you've got this shape down, and you can sort of navigate through it, the next part you want to try to get is to learn the root notes within that shape. So the first note is obviously one of those. And then there's another one 5 notes later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. And again. Alright, so we've got these 3 root notes within that particular shape. So the next part you want to do then is to use these root notes to finish your licks on as you build them out of the scale. For instance, or so 3 basic examples there to show you resolving those licks onto a root note, in this case A. Now that note here is in fact that A, but I'm using the G note on the B string and bending it a whole step to the A. So that's how I hit that root note here. Alright, the next step after that is to try to learn that exact same scale but now in a new shape. And the one I'd recommend is basically the position where the root note is on the 5th string. So in the key of A, that's going to be on the 12th fret. From there you build a similar pattern as the first one, at least on the first 3 strings. Then you've got to make up for the difference between the G and the B in intervals, just being a 4th apart, and just maneuver just 1 fret aside, and then back to 12, 15, E and G. So last step now is trying to combine those 2 scales by traveling from one position to the other. Alright, and then at the end I incorporated, I guess, the higher octave version of that first shape. So traveling between those positions is what makes it interesting, and also allows you to have a constant flow of ideas. All right, I hope that was helpful. Happy pentatonic playing.